from us, let's take a look at the weather now with John Ketley. Good night.
Good evening to you. It's going to be a wet night in the Highland region of Scotland. We've seen the rain getting its act together over the past 2 or 3 hours, turning heavier and more persistent, and now an arc of rain extending further south down towards the Isle of Man. And the winds are strengthening at the same time. Strong to gale force southwesterly winds developing through the night, and we're going to find temperatures rising as a consequence of all that. Right about the lowest at the moment, really, about 5 degrees in some spots, but by the end of the night, probably close to double figures throughout the British Isles, but that wind certainly will be quite a feature for the next day or two. Now the computer picks this up very nicely indeed, because at 9 o'clock that's where the rain should have been, and it wasn't far off, was it? And you can see more rain to come through the night. A very wet night for the north and west of Scotland. Patchy rain across Northern Ireland into northern England, Wales, the odd patch of drizzle developing further south as well, where it will tend to cloud over. Well, there's the chart for lunchtime on Thursday. Quite a strong run of winds up from the southwest, but it's a mild direction, so we're in for a very mild day despite that breeze. A grey start in many areas, some dampness about, some drizzle in the wind, some more persistent rain that we've seen already up there across northern and western parts of Britain. Now during the day we'll find a few breaks in the cloud developing where you've got shelter from that southwesterly wind, a little bit of sunshine here and there, but always more cloud than sun. Don't bank on that sunshine breaking through. And towards the end of the afternoon into the early evening, an arc of heavier rain returning across Northern Ireland. So the wind continuing to blow quite strongly, quite a gusty wind really, during Thursday, 12 to 14, and could well make 15, that's not far off 60 Fahrenheit, around Aberdeenshire or the Moray Firth. So the rain getting its act together once again tomorrow night, some heavier rain moving eastwards into northern England and Wales, and that sets the scene really for Friday and Saturday. These weather systems gradually pulling southwards as time goes by, so we'll find some pretty heavy rain across central parts of Britain on Friday. The colder weather beginning to dig in across the north of Scotland, and the showers then turning rather wintry. Not too much rain to begin with on Friday on the eastern side there, but I think that rain will gather once we get through to Saturday. Outbreaks of rain developing there, and still some very wet and rather windy weather to come in many parts of Britain for the next few days. That's it from me.
Old habits die hard in the North Sea.
Steal me in!
You know they're running a poker school.
Aye.
And every bet's always the last.
You get caught again, Cinders. You're NRB. Not required back.
There'll be tears.
It's Heather.
To say I love you.
The stakes are high, very high. Roughnecks, tomorrow, 9:30, BBC One.
Briton Paul Silky Jones is fighting for the World Light Middleweight title, and with highlights of the Coventry City-Manchester United clash, that's just a taste of Sports Night in half an hour.
Minister?
To succeed in politics, you need integrity.
First rule of politics, never believe anything until it's officially denied.
Decisiveness. To be upright and sober.
Vim.
And to have good old-fashioned charm. A special tribute to the comic talents of Paul Eddington. Yes, Minister, next Wednesday, 9:40 on BBC One.
On BBC One now, the Meldrews are booked in for a weekend of sun, sea and something else.